sticking around and repping the character.
Yeah, definitely a character that still sees some regional success. Not quite as much at this kind of higher supernational level, but nonetheless still very, very capable in a lot of ways. Now, quiK does have some experience in this matchup, particularly early on. While they're not in the same region, I believe they have played against each other in bracket against Space, the Inkling from the Netherlands, one of the best in the Netherlands to do it.
And Space, just a talented player who loves, I guess, squids, because he also likes May, right?
Yes.
But we're going to see, even if you have the experience, you got to know how the player is able to handle these tools. So we're just going to see what Colorondo can bring to the table. quiK already started with some damage, but finally Colorondo finds one of those good combo starters off the throw to answer back.
Oh, that shield from Colorondo8 looking real small, but thankfully Inkling does have the mobility to kind of just get out the way, fade back, and disengage.
Perfect positioning there from quiK to just hold that center of the Pokeball and say, look, if you want to run off and fair, you want to run off with one of these arrows, I got you covered. Yeah,
and superb catch on the landing right there with the charge shot as well. Colorondo getting the grab, getting some damage, and now here's the ledge trap.
Nice, a little bit of a wait there, maybe anticipating a spot dodge from Colorondo before he tosses out that charge shot. quiK, not picking the options too fast, but really deliberating.
Yeah, tried to go for that screw attack in the corner to catch Colorondo fading in. Colorondo not doing so.
The fair catches out these smart bombs. This might be an opportunity for Colorondo to go deep, but instead just tries to use the up B hitbox to push quiK away. Doesn't quite work.
Yeah, probably maybe even a bit of a misplay right there. Doing so much work with those fairs, only to somewhat slightly disengage and go for a bit of a lower commitment option in a position where quiK really couldn't do anything. And there's that floatiness of Samus and the range of Booyah just not quite working anymore.
Trying again, not really pushing too much pressure, but eventually catches forward air on the neutral get up. And we are seeing Colorondo even up the stocks, but down by quite a bit of percent. Yeah, maybe because of some hesitance.
Yeah, when you're just fighting against a Samus of this caliber, moving around in ways that you probably haven't seen, you can't help but second guess your own neutral decision making. Like, what am I supposed to do here? How do I get around this? But a good combo starter right there from Colorondo, closing this gap bit by bit.
Nice little string and a delay to maybe catch with the Booyah there. Trying to set up the pressure, but quiK has, like you mentioned, very comfortable here, able to get around that splat bomb pressure. Use that back there, set him back off. Are we going to see again just a fade back? This time actually goes down, yeah.
No jump and a beautiful fair. Great chase this time. Colorondo in the lead for the first time in this game.
And actually making those changes that we wanted to see, where you actually aggressively will go out. Once you take quiK's options away, you really have to utilize that opportunity.
Yes. I really like the option on in the corner right there to go for the screw attack as platform pressure. If it's shielded, it grinds that shield down, and if it's not, you know, that was near range for a KO potentially. Good DI coming out from Colorondo. Is he going to survive this? Yes, once again.
Narrowly does, but the second one is going to even up the game. Last stocks for both of these players. quiK trying to set up those bombs to make the approach on the platform a little bit awkward, and we're seeing big reward for it.
Oh, that was such a superb decision from quiK. Instead of going for the immediate follow-up guaranteed up air, he waits for the air dodge, gets the charge shot, and yields so much more reward. 97% now on Colorondo8. What is he going to do to answer back? Get his own grab confirm and close the gap.
100%. Now going extremely aggressive off stage. Maybe a bit of an overcorrection from earlier on. Go deep for the down air. But both players now feet firmly planted on the ground. See what we're going to be able to take advantage of here.
An option we haven't seen at all so far from Colorondo is that roller. What a sequence from quiK right there. Beautiful use of the charge shot at all levels. Up throw again, and that is enough to take the game.
Absolutely. 1-0. Those grabs we don't see too often, but once they do see play, quiK makes great use of them. And I think maybe just the fear of that long-range tether grab is why maybe we haven't seen as much of that roller. It's hard to set up those situations.
Yeah, Samus does have great out of shield options to contest the roller on block. You know, that up B out of shield incredibly fast. I wouldn't be surprised if the up smash was able to cover around and catch the jump. Just the aerials as well from Samus, so devastatingly strong.
And that's those aerials, as well as the throws, are why we're seeing quiK up 1-0 here. That arm cannon up throw is so potent. But Colorondo8 definitely kept it close, made some opportunities for himself. I I'm definitely expecting to see another close game in this second one. See what changes were made. Taking FD and Smashville as well as Hollow Bastion off the table. Makes a lot of sense here. I'm wondering where we're going to see maybe back, yeah, straight back to that Pokemon Stadium too. Like we mentioned before, both characters kind of like the space to work with. Get that nice up throw conversion, and Colorondo8 off with a hot start. Consistently been getting 50 off of these throws.
Yeah, Colorondo just doing a superb job maximizing their punishes.
Blocks that fair and then is able to punish the spot dodge after. Quick, wise to mix it up, but Colorondo's patience has paid off. Ooh, like you mentioned earlier, look, the roller came out, but that up B out of shield, very potent against it.
There's that jab from Inkling, finally landing, finally getting a connection, and that's going to be a big chunk of extra damage if Colorondo is able to find it.
Fishing for this grab, because I think we might have been in that Booyah percent, but just out, even after the jump away. Great follow-up on the landing from Colorondo to even up, or take up that first stock in this game.
Yeah, this is an incredibly strong lead for Colorondo8. That stock completely within his control, and now quiK has to find his way back in. Another jab, 16 as well as extra credit on the moves coming up so far. 44, 57.
Ooh, waits for the air dodge as well, but doesn't quite position the forward air to get that extra smack in. Oh my goodness, the DI from Colorondo8. Amazing there to not get immediately blast zoned by quiK's nice play.
Oh, not far enough. Not far enough for quiK to make it back, and now that is going to be a 2-stock lead for Colorondo.
Yeah, he's moving really, really nicely. It's going to be hard for quiK to find his footing, but great up air calls out the jump. A lot of Inklings, they do like to dash dance quite a bit, but they get a lot started from jumping with the back air forward air.
So that's Trap able to jump away from it. Lovely read on that spot dodge.
Ooh, and a conversion into the forward tilt. Very nice from just a little baby charge off of quiK there.
Yeah, that is something that really defines the very, very good Samuses. Their ability to convert off of the lower charges of that charge shot. Charge shot, not just a powerful kill option, but just a flexible combo starter and a way to apply pressure at all ranges. Such a strong, devastating move.
Great from Colorondo there to pick an aerial quickly, not give quiK the time to set up any empty land. And back of the ledge, barely whiffing on that jump, but resetting the ledge pressure with a throw.
quiK once again, just kind of struggling in this corner position. Colorondo doing a really good job keeping him suffocated. Lovely conversion once again off the charge shot.
Again, that charge shot lands, and we're setting up this one-player game, set up those bombs, but great movement from Colorondo. Rolls right past it, connects that grab as quiK is committed to the up tilt, and that's going to be the second game into Colorondo8's favor.
Yeah, 2-stock coming out from Colorondo. Very, very, very strong showing. Just even though it felt like quiK was gaining some momentum in the last part of that game, that one missed ledge trap leading to a grab situation, and the Booyah coming out, that up throw up air, infamous.
Extremely powerful. Look, that move is kind of why a lot of people, or that sequence of moves, why a lot of people early on thought that this character was really, really strong, maybe a top-tier contender. Yeah, as time moves on, you realize that it's a lot tighter of a window, especially when you factor in so many different characters, making it really difficult to stay consistent with it. But when you have access to when you hit it, it feels very nice.
Yeah, different characters, and of course it changes with rage as well, just as your own percent accumulates. The ranges for the Booyah change. Yeah,
not only your rage and the opponent's percent, but also how much ink you've put on them. There are so many factors that can weigh in. Of course, different ceiling heights on the stages. It looks like we are seeing a slightly higher ceiling on this next one in Battlefield, a classic Samus counterpick.
Yes. Of course, we saw it in the set versus Edwin, seeing it again here versus Colorondo8. That tri-plat layout, really, really strong. I think something that we're probably going to see from quiK this time is a lot more play around the center stage and making use of that up B out of shield versus Inkling's potential offensive options.
Yeah, especially with the platforms here available to him, we'll be able to mix up whether he's going to land on the platform, fall through, and different mix like that. You know, sometimes you can reach that top platform with the screw attack and kind of make it safe that way.
The ever-important music choice once again, going back to the Tekken music. I'm a big fan of these tracks. So many good ones added to this game.
Look, the Tekken tracks and just the ability to play whatever tracks you want on these particular stages is the best DLC Sakurai could have given to commentators.
Yes.
It saved us. I mean, look, normal Smash music is fine on these stages, but pulling out the Tekken music and all of the amazing music that we know exists in this game that we don't normally get to hear is amazing.
Truly, truly wonderful.
So that high energy, gonna see if we can keep it, and it looks like, oh, small battlefield, not regular battlefield.
Oh, okay.
No top platform. This is interesting. I feel like this is one that's pretty decent for Inkling, having access to both of these platforms, but I'm sure that, you know, quiK definitely factored that in when he decided, I'm going to this stage. Maybe just wanted a little bit less room. Felt like that was too much for him to handle. Dash attack catches quiK, jumping up. Gonna be stuck back at this ledge, see how he's gonna move around it. And again, like you mentioned, his movement, being a hallmark of his play, was able to kind of get him around that sticky situation.
Lovely aggressive grab coming out from Colorondo, just finding that opening, getting a ton of damage.
Ooh, V-reverse on that charge shot, getting him a good amount of damage and kind of shifting a little bit of the momentum of the game. The Colorondo quick to get back on his feet. Definitely not letting that stifle him. Interesting reverse fair there, was able to call out the movement. But good positioning from Colorondo8 means that he's not worried too much about this air. Stuck back at the ledge.
Oh, getting two-framed constantly by these bombs.
Missile comes out, and now we're seeing a little bit more. It's surprising for me on the smaller stage that we're seeing a little bit more of the passive play.
Yes. Oh, good DI on that up air, just able to live, and now I believe it's probably out of range for that combo now.
And I'm thinking maybe that is one of the reasons that we're seeing small battlefield. We're still seeing a tall ceiling.
Yes.
Where that we didn't see on Pokemon Stadium 2, so it's more about the height and less about the length.
Lovely catch on the landing. Again, using that charge shot to catch the landing option coming down. This time it was a back air instead of an air dodge.
Great dash attack there, covers the out of shield option from Colorondo after getting oppressed by those bombs. And the pressure from Colorondo looking really hard on that left. He's able to give quiK an opportunity to get away from the platforms.
Yeah, quiK, it just feels like the pace of this game has just been slowed down quite considerably. Now that quiK has a lead to play with, he can more flexibly charge this charge shot in the corners of the stage.
Yeah, and Inkling is definitely a character that preys on your opponent feeling pressure and feeling like they need to get something done. A lot of this character, dash dance heavy, right, is able to get in and get that grab, up throw, up air. Even up the stock count, the percent deficit is still here.
Definitely very important to get that combo. Great recognition as well, knowing that because of the lower range, the combo range had opened up once again, dropping these bombs down.
Oh my goodness, and the damage for sure. Trying to call out a roll hard there, but Colorondo not giving it. Still, great use to roll in and get away from that chase that quiK was looking for.
Yeah. I like the attempt to go for a dash attack there. Wanted the extra room to potentially get the KO off the side with that dash attack. Might not have killed off the immediate follow-up.
Oh, and there we go, the dash attack. Looks like that might have even poked. It's gonna take that from Colorondo, put him on the last stock, quick at 50. And again, I have to point out the pace has really been what's making it difficult for Colorondo to get stuff started. As Inkling, you really need to apply pressure, make the opponent pick a defensive option, and cover a lot of that to get a lot of mileage.
Yes, that you do. Very important for quiK to jump in that corner situation. And now the ledge trap once again, the bombs. Just about able to shield there. Yeah. Genuinely surprised that wasn't meaty enough to be able to cover that invul.
Right, sitting from right behind Colorondo's head. Really, really going out there, trying to end things aggressively. Down smash now is going to catch the screw attack that goes a little bit above the ledge. Percent deficits climbing as we get closer in stocks.
Oh, yes. And just both these players on that last stock, just one more stock away from making it into winner's side of top 128 for both of them. But this is a real hard situation, a real climb for Colorondo8. 144% deficit. Those back airs are how you start it.
Yeah, that back air is definitely one of the big starters. Gotta watch out for the bomb, and as you do, quiK is there ready to cover your defensive option, catches the roll in with the nair, and a little bit of a pop-up from quiK. Excited to move on into the winner's side. Top 128, where the best of fives happen.
Yes, very much so.
A little bit of a safety net.
Yeah, real sigh of relief from quiK being able to make it on to the final day winner's side, but excellent performance from Colorondo throughout that whole set. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him making a bit more of a run through the loser side of things. That was a beautiful performance coming out from him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw in game 2 to be able to, or in game 1 to be able to start it off with a 2-stock, looking extremely solid. I have no doubts that he's going to keep moving on in the bracket, making sure that you keep your eyes on him, because apparently the Smash data is not, right? Which, unbelievable when you're seeing the players of these caliber duking it out, that the data is just not there.
Yeah.
But Colorondo really did play well with an underrepresented character. You see, sometimes